What's up, everybody? It's a new year, it's a new perspective, and we're in the Lost Caverns of Ixalan here as we're making some of our end of year round out videos on the Christmas holiday here. Wrapping up a pretty wild year for Magic, but some good things back and forth. So I'm gonna open 2 of these Ixalan booster boxes and see where it takes us. We have yet to hit one of these with a big hit. Let's see what we got. Expedition map, not bad. Always an uncommon though for us. We've not been hitting great on those. Beautiful little dino art there, some Jurassic Park art, and let's just get right into it. Goodbye set boosters as we know them. Ooh, Lord Windgrace on top as a mythic. Very cool. He can be your commander? Wow. That's our special guest. Wow, these special guests are wild in here too. We've opened the Mana Crypt and Lord of Atlantis so far, so wow, that's the first pack again. There's our foil. Breaches, he's a nothing. And Brontodon. But yeah, this set's just taking standard by storm. So many cool dinos, so many cool... the new gods are all wild. There's our list slot action. Doesn't mean much to us there. Inquisitor will go there. Veto. I don't know about him, but he is a mythic, so that's pretty nice. And Echoing Depths with the art, so pretty nice little way to start our second pack there. You may have entered tapped as a copy of any land in a graveyard, except it's a cave. Wow, that's a pretty cool land and some beautiful art there. Echoing Depths. Didn't know much about that yet. Those beautiful swamps in there. We'll have to sort those later, but there are some gorgeous, gorgeous lands in this set. So yeah, Lost Caverns, doing our thing. Doing it big. Some little Christmas pack opening here. Sunfire Torch is our foil. Terrian's Journal, excuse me. It transforms into, oh yeah, this one lets you cast creatures from the graveyard, so pretty fun one. Watley, another little mythic there. Nice, nice, not doing too bad so far. Let's see. Really looking for some of those, like that Red God would be amazing to open as kind of the big chase card other than Mana Crypt, I would say. Cavern of Souls as well. There's always a Cavern of Souls in the set. There's a Restless Vents. We'll just go with these other rares there. I don't think the Cycle of Manlands from this set and Wilds of Eldraine really lit the world on fire as they were hoping. All that glitters from the list slot in Eldraine. Fun little callback there. Resplendent Angel. Man, another mythic. Very nice. Very nice. Resplendent Angel. They're seeding the angels. Tribal, you guys, with the Roaming Throne. Tribal's coming up. They got angels. They got merfolk. They got goblins. They got dinosaurs. They got elves lurking in the background. They are ready. Ooh, Throne of the Grim Captain in foil. Not necessarily what we wanted to see there in our foil slot. Intrepid Paleontologist is just fine. He's going to go in the just fine pile there. What else we get though. The special guest has always been the big hit in these so far for me. Fungal Fortitude. I wonder if you can get more than one in a box, or if it's just that one per box. Then Get Lost. That's a nice little card. Worth a couple bucks right now. You can get a few bucks for a copy of Get Lost. The full art on Get Lost is amazing. Beautiful card too. Love this art. Look at that. Look at how cool that is with that great script in the background. Beautiful. Amazing card. Bat Colony. Oh, there we go. There's one of the gods. Ogier Kazlem, Deepest Growth. When it deals combat damage to a player, reveal that many cards on the top of their library. You may put a creature card and or land from among them on the battlefield. Great. And when it dies, returns to the battlefield, transform, and it's a 6/5 trample, or for 5. And yeah, 10 or more permanents. Not bad, you know. It comes out early, aggressive, becomes a land, and then you can... That's what the City's Favor, is that what that is? Is that an even easier one? Because you need more than that for the City's Favor, but great for a City's Favor deck, I guess, to flip back over. And you're getting permanents off your opponent's flips, right? So, doesn't seem too bad. First among equals, not... Yep. First among the bulk binder. But first among equals, you know? Unlucky Drop, Squirming Essence, and is Quinthan, some other stuff. We'll pull one of those lands. because those are pretty. We should be using those links. I mean, look at the beautiful colors in this set. Some beautiful colors going on. Vivid and happy and light. That's what Magic needed. Envoy. Inti, he's worth a couple bucks right now. He kind of shot up this week. Everybody's going in on Inti big time there. Nice little foil island in the back, or swamp rather. It's a very blue swamp. Boy, we got 3 of these boxes. This is such an awesome set. Makes the mind race. Look at this little goblin. I love that little yucky frog face. Vanguard, a sunken citadel. When here's the battlefield, tap, choose a color, and add 1 mana of the chosen color, add 2 mana of the chosen, spend only activate zones. It's not too bad, you know what I mean? It's not too bad. The right deck. That's a lovely card. Alcazot's Deepest Betrayal. Oh, what do we got here? It's a 4/4 lifelink for 2 black and 3. And whenever it attacks, each opponent discards a card. For each opponent who can't, you draw a card. Whenever an opponent discards a land card. Boy, we're going off with mythics today, aren't we? That's great. Little Scytheclaw Dino in the mix. But pretty mythic heavy little box so far. Boy, we're going to remember these when they're just called play boosters in the future. And you draft them and you collect them, and who knows? They're going to move all the same skew. Sounds good. Sounds good. In a lot of ways, sounds like they should do it. Hit the Motherlode. Breaches the Eager Pillager. There's a little foil volcano in the back there. We're not too worried about that. I think those caves will do just fine in the bulk box in the years to come. Treasure token. The Might of the Ancestors in foil. The Echoing Deeps. You can have it enter as a copy of any land card in a graveyard, except it's a cave. And Bartolo the Presidio. Bartolome del Presidio. Awesome flavor in Ixalan. One of the coolest planes they've ever made, I gotta say. It's just such a fun, like, you know, it's pirates and conquistadors in the Americas, like dinosaurs, Watley the poet, like some really cool stuff going on in Ixalan. Always just a really cool 3-fold automaton. You're going in the bulk drop there, buddy. There's a lot of gnomes right now, but what you don't gnome can't hurt you. Glorifier, Bringer of the Last Gift, another one of these, little rarage there. Swamp, Jurassic Swamp, very cool. Keep you. Little Jurassic Swamp. Always looking for the hot Jurassic Park card, but we got a few more Lost Caverns collectors on the way, so stay tuned if you want to see us chase our chance at greatness there. Alrighty. Nothing too wild, but still a fun box. We've seen a few things. Man, beautiful art with that signature, even better. So cool. Ardent Plea. Wow. Classic throwback to Cascade, the Exalted Cascade enchantment for white and blue. I mean, it only costs 3, so that's pretty good when you want to cascade a certain low cost. Wild little callback on all this. Lodestone Needle, the Ever-Flowing Well. It's one of these Descend cards. Descend. You know, I'm sure you can make the Descend deck. Whether you want to is probably the bigger question. We'll see, though. Descend, it may be a thing. Inti, some dope art. I mean, that's almost like cool Street Fighter stuff. You know, that art. It's got like a combination of like those murals and kind of street, you know, graffiti energy. Pugnacious Hammer Skull. He's pugnacious. He's a little pugnacious. A little Jurassic Park Island. We'll keep that. We're going back to Jurassic Park. Alrighty. Whew. Cracking packs. We're cracking a lot of packs this weekend, but that's what the holidays are for. Ooh, Primal Tide. Nice little list hit. Can't be countered. Have no maximum hand size. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, draw a card. Discard 3, exile it. Return it to the battlefield tapped. Not bad at all. In a dino slot. He's also a cool underwater creature. I think this, because he's not Naya, gets played outside of dino. And very nice hit. And the Enigma Jewel, a little foil mythic. Very nice, very nice. Does some cool things there with Locus of Enlightenment. And the Growing Rights of Tillamook. So that's a great pack there. Boy, that's a pack for you. Boom. Little 3-drop in the hit slot. We love it. And a showcase on the road. A little road ski. Great. All right. So this first box is doing all right. Some fun stuff showing up. A little spice in the list. A couple little nice cards. Another list hit. Deep Fathom Echo, I don't think is doing anything at the moment, but again, they're just going to keep seeding those merfolk. When does Lorwyn hit? You guys, when does Lorwyn hit? They're dropping those merfolks. Look at that 3-year standard window. You're going to get your wish. Merfolk versus Fairy versus Goblin. Another list, Maha, Bredegard Protector. Little Kaldheim uncommon there. Wonder what she's doing here. Trumpeting Carnosaur. He's not too bad. He's seen a few bucks. We like little Carney. And Contest of Claws. Haven't seen too much from this commander slot yet. We'll see what that's all about later. That's another thing about this product too is the commander decks are doing quite well. Some good tribes, vampires, I think got some action, dinosaurs. So good time to jump on some tribal. Panicked. A Wraith. An Earthshaker Dreadmaw, and an art card. Okay, boom. There's the art card for that beautiful land we got. How fun is that? Below the waves, above the waves. That's such a cool... I love those. Ancient one. Hey, not too bad. Not the mythic we want, but a mythic nonetheless. You know? That's actually a cool art of it, too. The old ancient one, I think that's worth a couple bucks these days. People trying to make that work. You know, if you let the people... Oh, there he is. Oh, you're an Oxel. Deepest Might. That's our boy. That's who we're looking for in a mythic heavy set booster box, guys. He's a 4/4 trample for 2 red and 2. If a red source you would deal damage to non-combat damage less than his power, that source deals damage equal to its power instead. So, yeah, all those things that deal 1, 2, or 3 are going to hit for 4, just vanilla. When he dies, he becomes one of those lands. So, hot stuff there. Getting some of the gods, so not a bad set booster to open at the start of the set and kind of cover some of our bases. A Sanguine Evangelist, I'm sure worth a few dollars. As all vampires eventually end up being. Tetsin, the gnome champion. So when you wanna, he's a gnome quantity out on the battlefield. How's that for you? Making your gnomes gnome. I'm sure I'm not the only person. There's probably another hulking raptor. A little Eladomri's Vineyard on a dino. Probably gonna ditch that since we've already got one and don't need an extra. Let's see. Finishing up the box though. This has been a good one. Ooh, first among equals in foil there. So a couple garbage foil rares. The Belligerent, not the one we wanted to see either. Whale of the Forsaken. Don't know this card. Descend 8, choose 1 if there are 8 or more permanents in your graveyard. Choose 1 or more. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Target opponent discards a card. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Huh. So that's the Drown in the Lock in the new deck, huh? That's the one you want to see. Is if you line up everything properly, you dust them with that. I can see it. I was wondering. I was like, where's all this mill with the sort of like Drown in the Lock style play that we missed from old Eldraine? Gosh, it's weird to think that Eldraine was a while ago. Kite Sail Larcenist. I think that's worth a few bucks. I think people want the Larcenist. We'll have to check that on our way out. And wrapping up box 1, which is a pretty spicy box 1, to be honest. A little art card, a little treasure, a Belligerent Yearling. Calm down, little fella. It's not your time yet. Subterranean Schooner, that's worth a couple bucks. Ooh, Ravenous Tyrannosaur, very nice hit in our Jurassic Park slot. The park slot, you know, they're slotted out there, Jurassic Park. John Hammond spared no expense. They're eating a lovely Chilean sea bass, I believe, was what they served. But yeah, for this first one, you know, a couple nothing burgers there in our list slot, and definitely some chaff. We're gonna bulk off there in a second, but some decent little, can't forget this expedition map. We're always going to take those with us. So there's some tokens and some basics, some beautiful basics for our trebles. But yeah, let's take a look at what we got, what we're stoked on. Expedition map, not a bad way to start. Schooner, T-Rex, very nice. That's probably a hit. Kite Sail maybe, Whale, the Red God, love it. I mean, we're going to start setting over. Here's the ones we're really going to keep. Boom. Primal Tide, very nice. Enigma Jewel, hot. Growing Rights, Echoing Depths, Alcazat's, another mythic. So many mythics. How many mythics did we pull in this first box? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 9 mythics in that set booster. Quite the journey. Beautiful little Echoing Depths there in the rare slot. A few extra lands, and Lord Windgrace was our special guest in that full art. Gorgeous card. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Vito Watley in our showcase. The Angel. Green God. I don't know, is that truly the Black God? He's not, right? Because it would just say God, but very cool. Growing Rights, Enigma Jewel. So great first box with the T-Rex on top. All right, let's get into our second one and see how it stacks up. If we do any better than that, we'll be off to the races, I think. Happy campers. We'll see. Can we get 2 special guests? Or do we get a better special guest? And can we finally, for the first time, not pull a very, very mid uncommon? Now, I will say, Worn Power Stone, not a big deal, but open an Arcane Signet from one of these, very nice. Open a Lightning Greaves from one of these, very, very nice. But what we'd love to see is one of those rares in this slot in foil, because then I think we'd have something. Colossus Hammer. You know what? Hammer time. There you go. I don't play Modern, but not a bad box topper when you're looking for fun. Okay. Back on the hunt. Here we go. Box 2. Let's do it. Generic Uncommons. Warden of the Sky is just going to go over here as a nothing. So we're going to start flying. There's a map token. There's the Barassus Tunnel Grinder, which we have so many of. Malcolm, the Alluring Scandal in rare, and a Jishath. So 3 rare pack on the top there, but a very nice Jishath. Sun's Avatar. Ironically, only worth about $1. I'd say get your Jishath now, just because that'll be a good dinosaur like forever. And yeah, it's very cheap right now, so get your Jishath now, because those do not cost very much. I'll tell you that much right now. They're prominent, and it's a good dino. It is the Wombo Naya dinosaur that you want, not the one you need, the one you want. The Bedrock Tortoise. I think there's some love around this little guy. Tortoise is a popular creature type in Magic these days, guys. Who knew? The ascendancy of Tortoise between Ixalan and Wild. As long as it's your turn, creatures you control have hexproof. Each creature you control with toughness, so it's a Doran effect and a hexproof effect. Not bad. We'll see where we end up with that down the road. 9 mythic box will be hard to compete with. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. Kutzley's Flanker. Don't think that's a thing for us. Let's keep rocking and rolling. Hopefully this whole video wasn't shot upside down, but I don't think it should matter through the power of editing. This Poison Dart Frog. Cute. Souls of the Lost. Oh no. I haven't heard of that. And another Whale of the Forgotten in that alt art. We'll have to see if that's something somebody wants. If it's getting played, that's a cool art for sure. So we'll have to check. Is that the Crown in the Lock? You know what I mean? I don't know that it has the same abilities. I'm just thinking of like, what's that cheap card that kind of runs as that linchpin in this new mill deck like that one did? Malamet Veteran. The Millennium Calendar. So the Millennial, you know, how do you remember when to pet the doggo and buy the toast and drink the coffee? The Millennial Calendar. That's how you know. That's how you remember, right? All of us millennials need one. Okay, let's keep going. I mean, beautiful art cards again. I'm curious. I haven't read close enough if art cards are staying or just going the way of the dodo. And all of our art card collections are going to skyrocket. Kellen, you know, I've seen the meme. Stop trying to make Kellen a thing. So there he is, little Kellen. No one's telling. No one was asking. No one was telling. But he's Kellen. Alrighty, this one's starting off pretty slow, pretty modest. Haven't really hit too many mythics so far. Have not seen our special guest yet. There's our list slot. The list. Braided Net and foil. Queens Bay Paladin. It's a whole lot of nothing there. So let's see. Where's the next big hit? I mean, at this point, we've kind of hit a lot of the cards we wanted to see, which is very, very nice for us. The Great Door, transform it. What does it turn into? Add X mana of any one color, where X is the number of permanents in your graveyard. Ooh, that's not bad. Fathomless Descent, huh? The Great Door? Interesting. It's got a looter effect for 3, and for 4, transform it. And it just gives you tap, add X mana of any one color, where X is the number of permanents in your graveyard. That's hella good. Like, that seems really easy to activate. Am I overestimating that card? Or does the mill deck just dump that and get like a ton of mana fast? You only need 4, so okay. Turn 1, Soul Ring. Turn 2, play that and like mill yourself on 1, or play your Hedron Crab and crack it, right? Mill yourself for a few. Turn 3, do you untap and you have your extra land and your Soul Ring, so you can play that, and you could like play another fetch and Ruin Crab yourself, and you've already got this transformed, and how much mana are you going to get? You've had 2 fetched Ruin Crab triggers? I mean, sounds pretty good to me. Not that I know. I mean, I'm just some old guy who opens the packs. Can you still even play a game with Magic, or isn't it just about opening and selling online? Just kidding. Magic's awesome. Magic's about enjoying yourself. That's what it's really about. Don't let anyone tell you different. What that means to you can be different for what it means. Another Enigma Jewel. Very nice. A very nice little Enigma Jewel. Haven't been seeing a lot of mythics in this box so far, so we're looking for some saucy little hits like that. I don't know if the Enigma Jewel's still sitting at the top of the list. Probably falling off a bit. Ooh, Kenrith. Well, it's always nice to see our boy Kenrith there. A little returned king in the list slot. We like to see it. That's a sweet one. It's not our special guest, too. That's just a list shining favorably on us. Deep-Root Pilgrimage, I think, is a nothing burger. A little Jurassic Plains. Ooh, another Echoing Depths in that full art. Very nice. Very, very nice. So, yeah, that pack had a little perk to it. A little perk pack. There's our Dino, there's our Foil, there's a Magmatic Galleon, which I think is one of those do not care cards. You know your set's got a lot going on when you've reprinted some new nice vehicles, and we just don't have the time to care because we're too caught up chasing dinosaurs and gods. The Anchorage... The Restless Anchorage. Beautiful lands, though. Gotta love those. Golly. Golly, you gotta love them. All right, a treasure. A Jurassic Treasure, or Foil Restless Reef. The Ever-Flowing Well. Which, whenever you cast a permanent spell using the mana produced by the well, up to one other target permanent you control becomes a copy. That's an interesting one. You know, that's one I think we do take a closer look at. But let's see, what are we getting here? I haven't seen a special guest yet. We'll be sad if we don't get a special guest. The Thousand Moon Smithy. These are where those gnomes are building. The gnomes are hard at work. They are building. Okay, guys, well, we're about a little over halfway of this box. Let's see. This one's been quiet compared to the first one. It was a little bit of a banger. Amelia, she's so cute. We love her. She's got the right spirit. She's just excited to be there. There's a map. There's a Starving Revenant. He's a foil rare. Don't know about that. And a Kentorius Con, so not bad. We'll probably end up flipping those two out, but Kentorius, great Planeswalker. Cool to see him. Cool to see him. You know, it's so funny. I feel like Planeswalkers are just done. Like, I just don't have any love for them anymore. An Impacall, Thousandth Moon. But yeah, I mean, most of the time, even when you see that really high-end flashy alt art, you're just like, okay, you know, we'll see you in Modern. A good Planeswalker lives in Modern. It's a fairy, sees some CEDH, but otherwise, not much. Another Starving Revenant. Another Hulking Raptor. Wild. Okay. Haven't seen the Revenant since before this box. Cavernous Souls, there we go. Very nice. Cavernous Souls, ladies and gentlemen. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Always like finding another Cavernous Souls. That's for darn sure. Very nice. So that helps bring the box back, right? Cavernous Souls. We're doing better. We're doing better. Growing Rights of Tillamook. We want that. Yes, we do. Not bad. Those last 2 packs starting to show up. The Cavern and the Growing Rights. A Pseudo Gaia's Cradle is great. Out of Air. Roaming Throne. Very nice. So we're getting some hits here now. Start to roll a little bit. Roaming Thrones. Yeah, those last 3 singles are about half the price of the box there. Treasure Map. Scry 1, put a landmark on it. I wonder if Treasure Map's doing anything. Well, it's another one we'll have to look into. Beautiful foil planes. Man, remember when foil full art lands were special? Remember when like that was a reason to care about those? And now they're just in every set, and they're beautiful, and they're amazing, and they are totally worth this. Orcish Artillery in the list slot, almost taunting us. A weird, uncommon Abuelo's Awakening. Not the card we needed to see. Oop. And there we are. Okay, boy. Oh, dropping some cards here. Let's not have a disaster on that fresh Cavernous Souls. Okay, down to our last 4 packs. Let's see if there's another big whammy. Old Ghost Spark. See, they're showing us their Lorwyn's gonna come before you know it. Preacher of the Schism. I don't know this card. That's a cool name. He's a vampire cleric. He's got Death Touch. When he attacks, the player with the most life or tied for the most life make a 1/1 lifelink. When he attacks while you have the most life, you may draw a card and lose a life. That's a fun vampire. A Jurassic Swamp we will keep for certain. And a beautiful signed art card. We do keep our art cards. We collect art cards in this house, guys. We store them. We're going to binder up the art cards one day. Oaken Brawler. Man, see? Lorwyn block, I'm telling you. They're teasing it in there. They're letting us know. The true tribal hasn't arrived until Lorwyn block shows up. Admiral Brass and the Fabrication Foundry are kind of a bunch of nothing for us. And let's see. But we did, we hit a few of the cards we wanted to see. We got the Red God. Been kind of thirsting for him. Ooh, Rampaging Ferocidon is our special guest. He's got Menace. Players can't gain life, and whenever another creature enters the battlefield, he deals 1 damage to that creature's controller. Interesting. Probably a weaker special guest hit, but in a Cavernous Souls box, we're not too upset. There's a foil Abrade. Not bad. Beautiful art. Nice to see Abrade updated to stay in standard. I think it was last printed in Brothers War. Jade Light Spelunker and a Restless Ridgeline. So we'll probably keep our little full art buddy there. Our throwback to Jade Light Ranger. We can go chill there. All right, last pack. Wow. Yeah, we got the special guest right in there. So there is 1 per box. Interesting to see how they've sorted that out to work out. Tishana's Tidebender. Hey, that's another one we've been looking for. Haven't hit her yet, but there she is. And a Jurassic Land. So, yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out. And if you want to see, Jurassic Land, but let's see. We've pulled a Roaming Throne, a Growing Rights, Cavernous Souls is lovely. Echoing Depths, the second one. The Kenrith, an Enigma Jewel, Millennium Calendar, Jashath. And in our first box, did we also pull a Millennium Calendar? No, but a Growing Rights, very nice, and our T-Rex. So thank you guys so much for joining us on this little trip through Ixalan. As you can see, still great. I know the prices on these boxes are a little high, so probably time to shop singles, but some fun stuff in here. Between the Jurassic Park slot and the special guest slot, some really high variants. I mean, you could hit those 2 really hard and crush your box with a Mana Crypt, a Cavernous Souls, and a Velociraptor, and suddenly be doubling. But buy singles, and we will catch you on the next video. Have a great 2024. Peace!